Remember being a kid and there was always a new toy line on the shelf? That feeling is back. Alternation action figures, humans, hybrids, heroes for a new generation. Shop now at Pandemoni Toys. Ultra Maximus viewers get 10% off with code ULTRAMAX. Link in the description below. Hey guys, Ultra Maximus here. Give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And jump over to Facebook and like my page to upload your video links, pictures, and join the conversation there. Click on the links in the description below. Hey guys, now follow me on Instagram at Ultra Maximus Reviews and Twitter at Ultra__Maximus. Links in the description below. Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another video update, and today I want to talk about Masters of the Universe Origins. A few days ago, SuperheroHype.com released a bunch of official images from Mattel on the first wave of retail figures that are going to come later this year, apparently coinciding with the Netflix release of the Kevin Smith, Revelations or whatever the sequel series is, and I thought it was kind of interesting. Now, we've seen these body molds already. There was a San Diego Comic-Con, He-Man and Prince Adam, and then PowerCon has a 5-figure set with, like, I want to say it's Man-At-Arms, He-Man, Skeletor, Beastman, and is it Trapjaw? I can't remember who the 5th figure was, but yeah, so we've seen these molds, and the WWE Masters of the Universe figures have them as well. I've already reviewed a couple of them. The body molds are kind of interesting. The fact they're interchangeable, very cool. I'm definitely digging that. And I'm looking forward to this series. This is kind of fun. It's kind of going back to the old 80s figures and, well, giving them articulation that we didn't have back in the day. So let's go ahead and jump in there and take a look at this new series. So first up, let's take a look at He-Man. Now, I notice it's just Masters of the Universe at the top, but a very reminiscent package that we've gotten before. It says new for 20 retro play, so that's kind of interesting. Packaging-wise, again, we've seen this with some of the retro figures already, and it harkens back to the old 80s toys. Now, I notice off the top, though, he does not have the alternate head that the convention exclusives had, and it also does not look like he has the alternate hands that the convention exclusive had, which is a bit disappointing. So looking at the figure itself, I think it looks pretty cool. It's essentially what we've seen with the PowerCon and San Diego Comic-Con version. It doesn't look like he comes with the little knife in the boot, though, which is a bit disappointing. I really did like that. The articulation on these figures, I think, are going to be very fun, very cool. I like the fact he comes with the power sword. He's got the battle axe. He's got the shield. The joints on these figures are pretty decent. I've already reviewed a few of the WWE Masters of the Universe figures, and they're pretty solid. They work well. Now, Pixel Dan had mentioned that the sword on this figure was a little awkward in his hand, which is a bit interesting. So we'll see how the final retail products come out. I like the fact that he's got all these main weapons. The one thing I would say, though, is I wish that he had a little bit of like a dice throwing hand so that he could properly hold aloft his magic sword. Other than that, I think this is pretty decent. And again, I think I would have liked if they would have given us the alternate heads as well. So yeah, kind of interesting. And of course, moving on from He-Man, we'll take a look at his mighty steed, Battle Cat, which I'm very happy they are going to put one out. Of course, it looks very similar to me to the original, at least the armor does. The rest of the cat, not so much. All right, so looking at the box art, again, very similar to the old school Battle Cat toy that I remember. Definitely digging that. I love the artwork on the top. Again, it's got the new for 20 on there, which is pretty cool. Battle Cat comes basically with his armor that we had seen before. Looks like he stands about 6 3/4 inches tall, according to this image. Again, looks very similar to that armor that we had on the old figures. In fact, you could probably almost put that on an old figure. I'd be interested to try that out. But of course, underneath, all new, all different. It's got articulation. It looks like they've got molded fur in on him, which is kind of interesting. Of course, his legs move. He's got joints at his knees, so to speak. The tail looks like it also moves. No striping on the tail. I think that's kind of interesting. And unfortunately, there does not look like there are any ankle joints on Battle Cat, which is unfortunate. But he does have his mouth able to move up and down, open and close, which is cool. We just need a Panther to go with for Skeletor. And then we're going to get another box set that has Prince Adam and the Sky Sled, which is pretty cool because he rode that all the time. I hope we get the other half of the vehicle that it plugs into. That'd be pretty darn cool. Again, nice box art. I'm definitely digging that. Looks like it comes with a stand, some alternate panels, and an alternate head, which is pretty cool. Now, Prince Adam looks like he's sporting a rubber vest this go around. He had a cloth one in the convention set. I like the stand. I like how it's got posability to it where it can go up and down. It's got some firing effects for the weapon, which is really, really cool. And then we've got, it looks like sand, I guess it's flying over, which is nice. And it looks like Prince Adam can grip the handle grips, so that's pretty darn cool. I'm definitely digging that. The fact that he comes with a vehicle is pretty darn neat. Because, well, I don't know. I mean, it's Prince Adam. I mean, what's he gonna do? Oh yeah, he turns into He-Man. And then we get Teela, of course. She's got to make her debut. And again, I'm liking the package. It's pretty standard, I think, throughout the entire line. The head sculpt on this is actually pretty decent. She reminds me of someone, and I don't know who it is she reminds me of. But I like the snake headdress. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm presuming that comes off. She's got her little buckler. She's got the snake staff. The fact that she's got some posability is very, very cool. Yeah, I wish she had a blaster or something because I feel like she had that quite a bit in the show. But overall, I like it. I like the posability. It looks like the classic Teela. And with Teela comes Man-At-Arms, and this is kind of the first clean shot we've seen of Man-At-Arms. We've seen him at convention setups, and that's kind of interesting. He's got the basic setup that he had back in the day, except now he's got his mustache, which he always should have had. I wonder if his helmet will come off. That would be kind of cool if it does. And the reason I ask that is because the Macho Man-At-Arms, his bandana helmet thing, comes off, and it's the same mold, it kind of looks like to me. Loving the armor pieces, the fact that we're getting some articulation. Now, his right wrist has got the green band around it, and I kind of wish that was painted the orangish gold color that the rest of it was, but I guess that's a minor gripe. So next up is Man-E-Faces, a favorite of mine as a kid. I always loved this figure. Of course, his gimmick is to spin the head around to the three different faces, the pink and purples and blues. Those all look really, really good. I'm definitely digging the way this guy came out in the armor. And then here's a shot. Looks like he's in front of Castle Grayskull. Will we get an Origins Grayskull? That would be kind of cool. And we got the robot, the monster, and the regular face. They look really detailed and they look really nice, but I feel like the robot looks a little bit sharper than what the original one did, whereas the other two look maybe more classic. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen an original figure. What do you guys think? Put a comment down below. And then the last heroic master that they're showing in Wave 1 here is Orko. And he looks more animated to me than he does the classic Orko figure from the 80s. It looks good. I like the sculpt. I like how he's got his little joints on his arms there. He doesn't have. I feel like he should come with a book or a wand or something. I like how he's got the flight stand. I don't know about the purple stuff underneath as the base. I feel like they should have just given him a clear plastic stand, maybe. And the orange hat. I'm not digging that too much. I know the original figure had the orange hat, but I don't remember that hat being orange in the show. I remember it matching the same color as his shirt. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. Maybe I'm just colorblind, but yeah, I wish that was a bit more like the body or the shirt than it was like an orange. I mean, it's just really orange. And then, of course, moving on to Skeletor and his evil masters. Again, I'm liking the package. Looks cool. It's basically going to be the same package on every one. We're just going to have, Skeletor or Beastman or whoever it is. The paint job is very interesting on the face. It looks like an updated version. I don't remember I remember there being a slit where the mouth was on the old figure, but this really looks like it's sculpted open. I will say that I think the paint on this is not as detailed as what we get with like the PowerCon set, because I believe the PowerCon set has got the bat painted on his armor there, where this is all types of just plastic purple, like the old vintage toys, but that's fine. Love the fact he's got a purple power sword as well. I think that's cool. His Havoc staff looks nice as always. He's looking very, very evil, and I'm definitely digging that. But again, I kind of wish that he came with the alternate head sculpts that they were showing off with the convention sets. It's just a shame that none of them actually have that, or the alternate hands. I don't know if that's going to be a thing or not. I guess we'll see in the package. But from looking at that box, I didn't see any alternate hands. Did you guys? And then, of course, we need Evil-Lyn, Skeletor's right-hand gal, and she's looking cool in her package there. She's got her little staff, and then, of course, her paint job. She's got all the nice joints that I'm guessing this is the same mold as Teela, just painted differently, because that's exactly what the toys were back in the day. I'm liking her head sculpt. I think that looks pretty cool. She looks pretty mean, kind of bitchy, and she's got kind of that olive green color, which I guess that's the color of evil, now isn't it? And here we have Beastman, one of my personal favorites as a kid. And, the standard box we've been seeing on all these other figures. He comes with his whip that I want to say that's from the old Big Jim figure line set. I think that's a reused piece. Correct me if I'm wrong, from back in the 80s. They got that back from the 70s. But yeah, definitely a very retro paint job on his face there. And he's pretty much all red. He's got a little bit of orange in that body. I think the original comics, he was like all red. And I know they put a vintage figure out with that color scheme. So it's interesting. I guess they're going more for the original 80s toys in this look. And then we've got to have Trapjaw. So kind of a look here with this guy. Now, I like the fact they've got this picture with him on the string, like back in the 80s. I also like how he can hang his extra arm bits around on his belt. So we've got multiple types of arms. We've got the hook, the blaster, and the claw, or the pincer arm, I guess. And then he's got the green belt that goes around his little red belt, and then you can hang those on there, which I definitely like. I appreciate that. I can't remember if the original figure did or not, but this looks cool. I like how the jaw is articulated. I like the look. The articulation on this looks pretty well done. It'll be really cool to get this one in hand. He was always one of my favorites. And then the last figure they revealed is Scareglow. Now, this is a fan favorite figure. I don't remember seeing this one out on the shelf as a kid. It was at the end of the run. I never had him, but a lot of people really do dig him. I guess he's the ghost of Skeletor, according to the back of the package. I know in later iterations he was punished by having the key to Grayskull, which he can never get into, which I always thought was kind of interesting. And the fact he's got the glow in the dark effect, I think that is pretty darn cool as well. I think it looks really, really good here. Hopefully it goes real well. Unfortunately, my camera never picks up glow in the dark very well when I do reviews, but I do enjoy a good glow in the dark figure. And then, it's pretty cool looking. Again, it's just articulated. This one does have the cloth cape though, and I'm definitely digging that. The more cloth capes, the better it is, I think, for these type of toys. But that's pretty much the look at Wave 1, I believe. I don't know if we're going to get any more figures or not. I would have liked to have seen a Panther in this set, and at least one vehicle for the bad guys. I think that would have been cool. But maybe we'll get that in Wave 2. I don't know. What do you guys think about this line? Are you going to collect it? Is this something that's going to be a pass for you? Me personally, I think I'll probably jump on board because it does remind me of my old 80s toys, and I didn't get in at the ground floor on the classics, and I wish I did. So this will be a chance for me to jump into a new Motu line. So there it is. The Masters of the Universe Origins set, Wave 1, new official images. What do you guys think? Again, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Jump over to my Facebook page, join the conversation there, add your pictures, add your video links. I'd love to see them. And follow me on Instagram at Ultra Maximus Reviews or Twitter at Ultra__Maximus. And as always, look for more videos in the future. Hey guys, thanks for watching. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And jump over to Facebook and like my page to upload your video links, pictures, and join the conversation there. Click on the links in the description below.